Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, David Burrows, and this is episode number 55.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hello, everybody, and once again, as always, thanks for taking the time to stop on by here on the show. Lots to share with you, as always, every week. But before we get started, I just want to give you a very special announcement that I'm really excited about. We are now in partnership here in Sarnia, Ontario with K106.FM.com. The show now featured every week at K106FM.com. And, of course, we'll still be at CheekyMonkeySarnia.ca, SouthernStarNetwork.com, and, of course, my website, davidburrows.ws. But this creates a great opportunity for local talent here in Sarnia. We'll be talking about how you can be a part of being on the show here and being showcased at K106FM.com. So thank you, K106FM.com. Very excited about our new partnership and some more special announcements coming up with K106 as well. So keep watching the show for more. All right, well, on a very exciting weekend, one of my favorite guys to get down and see, BOBNOXIOUS, was here in town at the Stubborn Mule this past Saturday, along with When Systems Collide opening up there, and we got a chance to talk to both bands. So we're going to take you down. Right now, first, we're going to talk about BOBNOXIOUS and a special CD that they are a part of. And, well, we'll let Bob tell the rest. Then right after that, we'll talk to When Systems Collide. So watch this interview, and then we'll be back with more. All right, here we are in the show, and as we promised last week, without even asking, we'd have an interview. I did that to you last year. I didn't ask, but you were good enough. Yeah. BOBNOXIOUS here down at the Stubborn Mule, and just finishing sound check. Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
It's going to be a ho-ho-ho.
A ho-ho-ho.
That's what everybody needs, right?
Every guy needs a ho-ho-ho.
Listen, BOBNOXIOUS, good to have you back here. It's been
man,
just
it's been
short
a while.
of a year.
Short of a year.
And but nonetheless, you've been busy. I mean, all throughout the summer. You had a barbecue.
Yeah, we had
a
barbecue. We always do that. We raise some money for local charities, and that's what we do. You know, kids come out and they get to jam with us. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what's happening here tonight, too. The $5 goes to the local food bank
That's
as well
awesome.
as the food that's being brought here as well.
It's great.
Right
yeah,
on.
that's what we do, man. It's time of season.
Let's talk about a really cool project you got going on here with many other independent bands as well. Kiss in Time, Canada's tribute to Kiss.
Yeah.
Share that.
I won't hold it sideways.
We're going to give a bunch away as well, but talk about the project here and what's that's all about.
Well, what we did is we got a whole bunch of our friends together, put out an album, and Kiss is officially they officially put it up on their webpage and on their Facebook, which is a big help. And all the money that we raise is going to Sick Kids Hospital.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And like you said, Kiss is involved as far as putting up on their website. But
yeah, I mean, you know, they're not going to go all out for us.
Yeah.
That's not what it's all
they're
about.
aware of it, though.
Well, they're more than aware of it.
Yeah.
They, it was cool of them to do that. That's really nice of them to take the time, put it up on their webpage. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Would you share a story? I was listening to K106.3 the other day, and your son probably has a really cool story about Gene Simmons.
Yeah, he was lucky enough to have Gene give him a call on my cell phone and wish him a happy birthday, which is pretty cool.
You can't get cooler than that, really.
You can't get cooler than that.
How old is your son?
He was 17 at the time, or 16 at the time.
So he's probably bragging to all his buddies.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I had Gene call me today. I think I heard him saying that.
That's awesome. What's in the future for BOBNOXIOUS? You guys been in the studio?
Well, we just keep recording and playing and taking empties back.
Yeah, right on.
What else is there to do in rock and roll?
And how's the van or the vehicle?
Oh, we just blew our second RV.
Up.
Yeah, it always seems to happen. And it's funny because we got a friend of ours, Big Roy, over there from Jamaica, and it seems every time he comes down and visits and gets on the bus, that's when it breaks down.
Get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, that's our contact in Jamaica, which is a good thing to have. So.
Right on. Well, BOBNOXIOUS, thanks so much. Looking forward to the show, and I'll be here announcing you guys later on. Have a great show.
Thanks, brother.
Once again, here on the show, and BOBNOXIOUS getting ready to perform down here at the Stubborn Mule. Stay with us for more. All right, here we are on the show, once again down at the Stubborn Mule. Of course, we just talked to BOBNOXIOUS, and we're very excited now, opening up for BOBNOXIOUS, When Systems Collide. How you doing, guys?
Good. Well, really good.
You guys have got to be really excited. Like, we talked to you a couple of months ago on the show, and this just came out of nowhere for you guys.
Yeah, we found out probably 3 weeks ago that we're going to open for them, and it's, I mean, awesome. They're very well known and very high energy band.
Absolutely.
You know, everyone.
Now, let's talk about that because BOBNOXIOUS and When Systems Collide. And I don't mean to downplay you guys, but. Different genres.
Oh yeah, totally.
But, I think isn't that kind of cool?
It's going to mix really good.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing to mix it up. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some people out there that are expecting the that raspy voice right away, but we'll play a few slow ones for them and warm their hearts out.
Good setup, guys.
Yeah.
These guys.
Now, what about I'm a bit partial to you guys on this song, but that song Tennessee. You gonna play that tonight?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, okay. You got it here first.
Tennessee.
Yeah, and you got the CD here. And what's the other CD you got up?
This is our first one, Saved for Slow.
But you're in the studio right now, is that right? The last time we talked, you've progressed more with that?
We just finished recording our drum bed tracks last weekend, and it's just a matter of getting back in there to start recording everything else. We're looking at about, I'd say, 6 to 7 months, and we should be ready to...
So summertime?
I'd like to get it out in May, but if that doesn't happen, it'll be summer or fall. I hope we can put...
May.
Yeah, the month of May would be that'd be ideal.
We won't hold you to it if it's June. But we want to get you back on here and talk about that because that's going to be really exciting.
Ideally, within probably 2 or 3 months, we'll put out a single.
Okay.
That's yet to be determined, but I think it's going to happen. So
awesome! Well, congratulations on being here with your CDs and being in the studio, and congratulations opening up for BOBNOXIOUS.
Cool.
That is really got to look cool on a resume.
Yeah. Congratulations to you too, Dave.
Oh yeah, I hear you got a new gig at K106 now on the website.
You guys are on the first show that's on K106 FM website, and BOBNOXIOUS will be on there as well, and a few other surprises. So make sure you guys watch. You're all subscribed.
And you should
as of right now.
And you should add 5 friends or make 5 friends subscribe or something like that. I forget what it is.
Yeah, you watch the show, do you? Website as well, of course, WhenSystemsCollide.com.
Yes.
And Reverb Nation, all that stuff, of course. Yeah. Just Google it, When Systems Collide. And you guys are getting ready to go on here in just a few minutes, and I'm going to be announcing When Systems Collide. So keep watching the show. I'm going to take some video footage of performance of When Systems Collide, of course, along with BOBNOXIOUS as well. Keep watching the show for more. All right, BOBNOXIOUS and, of course, When Systems Collide, thank you both and all of you for taking the time to talk to me here on the show. Now, of course, 2 very different genres there, as we mentioned when talking with When Systems Collide, but I have to say that it was interesting to see the BOBNOXIOUS fans going over and buying some of the CDs from When Systems Collide and appreciating BOBNOXIOUS as well, and, of course, some very exciting footage we'll have here to share with you with BOBNOXIOUS coming up at the end of the show. So, congratulations to both bands, BOBNOXIOUS and When Systems Collide. Now, if you missed BOBNOXIOUS here at the Stubborn Mule in Sarnia, don't worry, you're going to get another chance. Not too far away from Sarnia, out in Petrolia, or P-Town, we like to say here around these parts, BOBNOXIOUS will return to the Hard Oiler Sports Bar and Grill in Petrolia, Ontario, December the 1st. And I'm going to be out there once again hosting the event. Special guest opening up for them this time, PowerHouse, an 80s tribute band, going to be opening up for BOBNOXIOUS once again out at the Hard Oiler Sports Bar and Grill. Say that 5 times fast. December the 1st. So tickets are available, and there'll be a spot on here, a phone number. I'll put that up right there. There it is. See? Okay. You can call that number and get tickets. Once again, only $5, and all the money goes to the local food bank in Petrolia. So December 1st, BOBNOXIOUS with special guest PowerHouse. Keep watching for more. All right, we're going to take a really quick break, and then when we come back, a very, very special interview I'm very proud to share with you. So take a look at this, and then we'll be back.
You're watching the Southern Star Network in the United Kingdom, Spain, France, Australia, Germany, New Zealand, the Caribbean, Panama, Mexico, Hong Kong and China. We rock the world.
Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store. Cheeky Monkey, movies and more. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store in town. Monkey, the greatest CD store in town.
All right, once again, welcome back here on the show, and still lots more to share with you. And this coming up right now, very special interview. And as I've mentioned in the past, I get to meet lots of people, and every once in a while a special relationship comes out of these interviews, and this is definitely another example of that. Jeremiah James, a very talented musician from the United States, is going to talk to us about his music, of course, and his passion for it and where it comes from. And I think you'll find this very interesting. Jeremiah also shares a very personal story with us here on the show. I want you to pay close attention to my new friend, Jeremiah James. Watch this interview, and then we'll be back. All right, well, here on the show once again, and very excited to have this special guest joining us. He's performing lots all throughout the United States and joining us from Maryland right now. Jeremiah James, good day, sir.
Good morning, David. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, very excited to have you here. You're in Maryland right now. What's happening down there?
We're on a second night down here in Maryland. We're performing tonight at a big venue called the Cantina. It's a great time down here, and just looking forward to having another great night. Last night we brought the house down. Great crowd. Really enjoyed our time on stage last night.
Great. Now let's talk a bit about your writing. You're really heartfelt, soul-felt, if you will, writer, and you seem to, or at least you shared with me, that you write a lot about your own personal life experiences. Could you kind of expand on that?
Sure. Well, I don't claim to be anyone special, and I think that, going through life, everyone experiences some basic things that kind of connect us as human beings, and loss and healing and just the simple things that people have to go through and get through life kind of brings us all together, and that's kind of what I want to write about. I want to write about the truth about what it is to get up every day and put one foot in front of the other. And I think that I hope that it speaks to some people, and if it does, great, and if it doesn't, that's okay as well. But I just really feel it's the way I want to approach music.
Yeah, well, you're definitely passionate about it, and let's talk a bit about your passion. Your passion, you come by it very honestly. You've some family members. Your father was a big influence. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. Growing up, my father played 5-string banjo, and we stayed up a bunch of different times. I can remember in my life till real early morning, just playing old hymnals and bluegrass tunes, and it wasn't long before I picked up the guitar myself. I, of course, play keyboard now, and I do a lot of my writing on the keyboard, but my childhood, I always say that I've been blessed with parents with great taste, because it just wasn't spirituals or bluegrass. It was rock and roll, it was country, it was even some disco. So, but I don't say that too much. But I think I have a real rounded idea of what is tasteful to me. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate my parents bringing me up in that manner.
Yeah. What about some other influences? There's another special one in there too, isn't there?
There is, and in fact, my grandmother, she was a pretty famous pianist in Pennsylvania, and specifically Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania. And in fact, the song "Finer Man" was a song that I written as an ode to her life and an honor to her life. She was just an extremely positive person. She was a very spiritual person, and she really encouraged me to go after my dreams and to put myself in music. So that song, that when you listen to "Finer Man," that song was actually about her and her final couple days on with us before she passed over, and it's true. Every bit of it's true.
That's great. That's a great story. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
You again, you're very, very busy. Of course, you're on the road right now. You're through Nashville and all. But let's talk a little bit more about "Finer Man." And how's that working out? That's going pretty good for you right now as a single.
It is. It's doing well on various charts, and from what I heard, it's doing real well over across the sea over in Europe as well. So, I'm really excited about it. It's a song that means a lot to me, of course, and if it means something to other people, then that just makes it so much better. The album I'm working on right now, and I mean, these are all songs that are either positive messages or messages about getting through some difficult times, and inspirational. For a long time in my life, it's easy to subscribe to the music that's on mainstream radio, and I guess statistics show and that people want to turn on the radio and not think very much about what they're listening to. But
I hear you.
I kind of take the perspective. I want to make every word count and mean something to myself, and hopefully mean something to the listeners as well. So the album that I'm working on right now has a lot to do with loss, has a lot to do with the rebirth of things and moving on and not giving up, persistence. I've experienced some things in my life that have been difficult. I've got 3 children with us. I lost my third born after 3.5 months. It was a tragic situation, which really took a lot from me. It took a lot from me. It was almost the end of the innocence, as you can say, in a different manner of speaking. But moving on from that and living life to the fullest, and taking that experience and trying to help other people with loss of any type is kind of where I look to push my music. So there's a lot of that theme in this new album. There's of course a lot about love. There's a lot about not giving up and going after what you need, what you want to in life. So.
Right. Incredible story, and you share some very personal things there, and I know the viewers as well as myself appreciate that. You're definitely, and of course I haven't been able to listen to any of the album yet, but as far as Finer Man goes, if that's an example of what we can see, I know we're going to see some great things on the album. Is everything written and done for that? You're just in the process of recording it now, or is that you're still in the writing process for that?
No, I had about 35 songs of my own that I felt very strongly about, that I had to choose 12 of. And, as a songwriter, you have to make some decisions sometimes about your own material that, it's a difficult decision to make, because I put everything in each one of those songs. And in fact, over the last year, I've had a lot of songs sent to me, for this album as well from writers in Nashville, but I took the stance that I want to give people, I want to represent exactly who I am, and the best way of doing that is just sharing your life with people, and that's what this album is going to be about.
Yeah, that's awesome. So looking forward to hearing that. Rough idea on a release date?
I'm hoping if everything goes well, I'm thinking maybe the January, February of 2013. We were looking at November or early December this year, but there's still a lot to be done, and the mastering and all the artwork and stuff, that should all be hopefully finished up the first or second month of 2013.
Great. Well, we'll look forward to that, and we'll see what we can do about getting before then, at least getting Finer Man spun around here a little bit on the radio stations. And could we get you to make a commitment to joining us again when the album's out, and we can play that on here for you as well?
Absolutely. I appreciate it so much, David. I appreciate your efforts, and hopefully you get some good feedback from your listeners. I really appreciate you spinning my song.
Thanks so much. Jeremiah James joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, on the show. And right now, we have the privilege, we have Finer Man, and we're going to play that Jeremiah James Finer Man right now. Jeremiah, thank you once again.
Thank you, David. Take care.
Here's Jeremiah James and Finer Man right here on the show.
Sunlight shining through. The doctors didn't know what more they could do. I wrote down these words, what you mean to me. I hope the Lord gives you strength to hear this final plea. I'm I'm a finer man because of you. You taught me how to live. You helped my dreams come true. And I was wrong for not telling you that I'm a finer man. And it's all because of you. You showed me praise in my darkest time. You washed my face when I was 9. You always found a way to show your love. Always had faith in the Lord above. Oh, I'm a finer man because of you. You taught me how to live. You helped my dreams come true. And I was wrong for not telling you that I'm a finer man. And it's all because of you. Of us you boast, we could never do wrong. From your piano to my guitar, you gave me song. And I'm a finer man because of you. You taught me how to live. You helped my dreams come true. And I was wrong for not telling you that I'm a finer man. For loving you, I said I was wrong, 'cause I never knew that I'm a finer man because of you.
My new friend Jeremiah James. Jeremiah, thank you so much, not only just for sharing your music, but a very personal side of yourself as well here on the show. Congratulations to your music and wish you all the best. Jeremiah promises to stay in touch with us here on the show, and I think we're going to have him back in the new year when his new album comes out. So good luck with that, Jeremiah. We'll look forward to seeing you again. All right, well, I got to take a quick break, but when we come back, time to wrap up the show with some local things and a very special event sponsored by the Show with David Burrows and K106.3. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back once again. Of course, I got some things to wrap up here, but just before I go, I want to say hello to all my European friends and friends throughout the United States and around the world. Thank you for watching the show. You may be watching through SouthernStarNetwork.com, and if you haven't yet, check out SouthernStarNetwork.com. Many other independent shows happening on there that you can watch and listen to with independent groups and upcoming artists. So check that out, SouthernStarNetwork.com, and thank you, Southern Star Network, for featuring our show every week there. All right, well, just before we go and wrap up things, one more thing that I did get to do over the weekend was head out to Huron Oaks here in Brights Grove and our friends The Room were down there playing, and they really had it going on out there. I was glad we could get out there, and I just want to show you a little bit of footage before we go. So take a look at this, and then I'll be back to wrap up the show.
Hey, if you're going to dance at that, then we got a lot more for story.
Colleen. It was Colleen who messed up my mic. No, it wasn't.
Colleen. Oh, come on, Colleen. Come on, Colleen. I thought that they would play with me there. Not even close. It's like I'm by myself here.
Hey everybody, Dave Burrows from a show called The Show. You guys haven't checked it out online, you gotta check it out. Dave Burrows is right here. Thanks for coming down, Dave. We so appreciate it. We're here at Huron Oaks. We are The Room. You're at Dave Burrows. This is The Show. Make sure you guys check it out. Subscribe to it. It's an
all these
show.
People right here decided to come here instead of watching the GSP fight, but just so you know.
All right. You gotta dance to this song.
If you can't dance to this song, you're broken. So get up on the dance floor. Let's see you want to the lights. We want to follow that guy over there who's standing up on the fire pit. Play the wrong big notes for you. Just have a little bit of fun here on Oaks. Get a little superstitious. I want you over there dancing with that man right there. Over there. I want you over there.
All right, there you have The Room once again, having some fun out at Huron Oaks Golf Course here in Brights Grove. Thank you to The Room for allowing me to take some video footage and share it here on the show. The fans out there were having a whole lot of fun, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of The Room coming up very shortly. All right, before I let you go, I have a very special New Year's Eve announcement. From time to time, the Show with David Burrows will be sponsoring events. And we're very excited to announce the Show with David Burrows is having a New Year's Eve Ultimate 80s Bash down here at the Stubborn Mule in Sarnia, Ontario. Who's going to take care of that? Headlining for the night, local band Third Wave will be down there playing all the 80s that you love down there. And of course, we're going to have an opening band, local group as well. PowerHouse will be opening up for Third Wave. This young group, all 80s and very fantastic voices. Both bands going to have a rockin' 80s night down at the Stubborn Mule. Tickets will be available at Cheeky Monkey here in Sarnia starting Saturday, November the 24th, and we're going to have them all ready for you. They're only $20 a piece. It will include a free ride home and munchies and a whole lot of surprises. But you're going to have to keep watching the show every week to find out more. Or you can go to my website, davidburrows.ws, to find out more about the Ultimate 80s New Year's Eve Bash down at the Stubborn Mule with headliners Third Wave and opening act PowerHouse. So stay tuned for more of that. We're very excited about that. We're going to have lots of prizes and many other things happening down there. And just keep in mind, if you want to find out more about the things and the folks that I talked about here on the show, visit my website at davidburrows.ws. Thanks again to all of you viewers. That's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week and an even better weekend. We'll see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.
Hi, we're BOBNOXIOUS, and you're with Dave Burrows on K106.FM.com. Congratulations, brother.
All right, it's great to be back in Sarnia. Good to see you. It's always a drink fest when we're here. Yeah. I'd like to thank Dave. That was cool for doing the intro. We got to do some video shoot later or earlier. It's really cool. Congratulations, Dave, once again. Ready to rock there? Yep. Right.